it can happen to anybody. So I see women all the time that have never had a weight problem their entire life. They're super healthy people. They're super fit. And within 1 year, they gain 25 pounds. And they're like, what just happened? And it's all in the stomach. And it's horrifying to them. And they do everything that they've been taught to do. They start working out harder. They start eating less. They start cold plunging. They start taking supplements. They start intermittent fasting. They go to 1 meal a day. They go keto. They go carnivore. Nothing gets the weight off. And they're just like, what? And so I have dug and dug and dug into the research. Some things are positive, but there's a lot of unexplained things that are still happening because women aren't researched properly. We're not even in the studies. We didn't get into the studies until the 90s, for heaven's sakes. There's one study that has just come out this last year. Finally, if you pick the study apart, it actually says that yes, women do gain weight in menopause more than 1 pound a year. One study that shows
we didn't need a study to tell us that.
But yet
we need more studies to tell us how to fix it.
Yeah. And like how many doctors are out there telling these women that no, menopause doesn't make you gain weight?
Well, I know everyone sitting here that has experienced that is nodding their head right now. Like, yeah, Karen, I totally get it. Like, you are speaking my language. I'm here. What can I do about it? Like, why is this happening to me? Where do I start? What do I do? Fix me, Karen. They're probably sitting there thinking that right now.
Yes, 100%. So let's go through the hormones. Progesterone drops first, typically for women. That happens in our late 30s, on average, early 40s. Progesterone, when it drops, you typically can expect about a 5-pound weight gain in most people, in most women. So it's a little bit, and it's kind of an all over, a little bit in the gut, but more all over. And it's just kind of goes, oh, you didn't change anything, and I'm up a couple pounds. Like, where does that come from? This is because progesterone affects thyroid function. It also, in the second half of our cycle, when we ovulate, we start producing progesterone. Our basal body temperature goes up from that production of progesterone. So you're burning through your calories better because your metabolic rate has gone up a little bit. So if you're not getting that rise in metabolic rate, you're not going to be burning up those calories like you were prior when you did produce progesterone. So that's where that little bit of weight gain starts to come on, is in the beginning years. Is a little bit from the progesterone loss. Thyroid can start to get affected a little bit. Testosterone can start to get a little bit affected, which, if you're going to lose muscle because of the testosterone, that can affect things. But in general, what we see is that little bit of weight gain from progesterone loss. Then you hit your mid 40s to 50s. This is when we lose estradiol. And everybody associates estrogen with being estrogen dominant and making us gain weight and makes us, puts fat on our hips and fat on our butt. And we don't like that. And everybody thinks estrogen is fat promoting. But the truth of it is, the loss of estradiol causes more weight gain than any other hormonal loss. And too much estrogen, for sure, will make you gain weight, but too little will make you gain even more.